Hey guys, how you guys doing today? Welcome to the first ever Hella Simple Run RPG event. Me and the boys had a super amount of fun and I can't wait to show you. I just want to let you know that this was live streamed and the other ones will be live streamed as well. So if you want to be part of the fun, make sure to follow our Twitter and you'll find out when we are live streaming the next RPG event. Or you can just watch our Hella Simple podcasts and we'll let you know when there as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave that like and subscribe if you're new, and we can't wait to hear from you guys. All right, enjoy. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the second time we've ever streamed a role-playing Fate Core game. Okay, first time didn't go too well. We had some technical issues, but we're back. We're kicking butt. We got our boy GM.
Both.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
No dungeons. Well, actually, there are.
As far as you know.
Yeah, there probably are dungeons, I guess.
But Mearrin is joining us today. He's going to be our GM today, and then we're joined by myself, Fenaqua, and Danny the Dino Gamer. And we got webcam set up, finally, ready to go.
Hey!
About time.
And I think we should just jump into it. We've been sitting by for a while now, so let's just jump into it. Mearrin, if you want to go ahead and give us a brief, fancy-dancy little description of what Fate Core is and and introduce us into this topic. Don't look up, Fen.
I'm looking at him. He's up there. He's above me.
Ceiling monitor. Yeah.
But
yeah, we can.
You're above my box.
So today we're playing some CyberPunk. As you guys know, CyberPunk 2077 is coming out pretty soon. It looks super cool, but it's been a great genre for a long time. We're going to play our own sort of homebrew cyberpunk situation, and we've already kind of explored the world just a little bit, but there's not a lot established about it yet. But basically, in cyberpunk, if you're not familiar with the genres, the governments are toothless, the corporations run everything, and if you're not a corporate salaryman or actually a corporate executive, then you're pretty much nothing. You got to make your own way in the world, and that's what these guys are going to be doing today. And we're going to be using the Fate Core system, which is a great narrative type role-playing game. Not a lot of attributes and stats and things like that. We play with descriptive terms and hopefully make our characters do great things. I think that's a good enough start, and we can get into the details.
Definitely. So where do we want to start this out, man?
Well, let's talk about character concepts. So, well, first of all, let's give a little prelim on where we are, the situation as it stands right now, and that is that HungrySquid and Fenaqua's characters in the most recent period of the game here have gone off and done a job for a guy named Chaos, a fixer named Chaos, K40Z. How's that for annoying? And he paid them. He offered them a fairly small amount to go after this local gang called the Models, a bunch of pretty boys who had done a job for a corp called Aramatsu, steal a piece of prototype cyber tech from Austin Biotech. And they did it. They got it. They decided to open up the case, have a look. Turns out it is a super fancy cybernetic eye, which, if it was a production model, might go for $10K in the store. But this is a thing that's probably worth, $50 to $100K on the black market because it's an advanced piece of technology, and everybody's always looking to get an edge. That's what Aramatsu wanted. And that is what Finn and Squid's character wanted when they decided to tell their fixer that, hey, no, we're not giving it to you. So they met him up at a bar, had a little discussion about the thing, and said, hey, you guys, we had a little altercation. Finn, do you want to talk about what happened with that? How did that go down?
Yeah. So we basically divided and conquered. Divide and conquered. Good. Split up the bodyguard. The one bodyguard took out the other one, took out the fixer, and then cleaned up.
Okay, yeah, and they walked away with a nice case with a. We've got a little picture of it here. I don't know if
we ready to
see it. If you're set up to be able to show a picture,
do your thing, buddy. I'm set up for anything now.
All right. Well, let me show you guys. This is on the player screen, so you should be able to see it. If you swap over there now. Is that right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Cool. Yeah.
It is.
So, yeah, this is an Austin Biotech EX5. This is a little marketing document that was in the case. It's one of those really nice, hard cases, military style. It's pretty small, about the size of a dictionary, and the eye is sort of set in there along with a data disk, which probably has blueprints, schematics, whatever. It was getting delivered from this city, which is located in the Pacific Sprawl, to Austin's actual manufacturing facilities, which are in Austin, Texas, which is part of the Dixie Sprawl. It's actually in another country, right? The Pacific Sprawl belongs to the Great Bear Republic. Everything in America and Canada west of the Rockies is part of that. So anyway, this thing got intercepted along the way. Austin surely knows about it. Aramatsu is surely looking for it. There's a lot of heat on the streets, as it were, looking for this. Of course, they're looking for a million other things too, so chances are you may not get caught.
All right.
And that's where we are.
Alrighty. Hi, my name is Happy. When I was a child, I underwent an experimental surgery that replaced my heart with a mechanical one. Now, if I get too happy, my heart will explode. I'm equipped with an arsenal of sedatives to mediate this problem. In this crew, I'm the talker, I'm the face. I'll be the lead of the group, and I'll talk to anybody and convince you whatever I want to convince you. Just don't count on me laughing at any of your jokes.
My name is Dustin during the day. I'm a programmer for the Corps, working far below my worth for scraps from the elites. That's why I moonlight as a black hat, stealing back some of what I'm owed. I've done some wrong, but in the end, it's far quicker and easier than anything that was done to me. I'm the hacker in my crew. Anything digital is my wheelhouse. The higher paying the job, the more useful I am. And hey, I'd never kill a kid.
Ugh. My name's Kardec. I'm a cyber-enhanced detective who is highly used as an esteemed member of the Force. That was until they fired my ass. Now I'm on the other side of things, just so I can earn the cash I need to survive.
Okay, so you guys are in possession of one Austin Biotechnology EX5 enhanced cyber eye prototype model, and you want to do something with it. So I'm thinking that you put it on the network using the proper code words and put it up for sale. Basically, CyberPunk, Craigslist. And you've got a reply from a guy named Omen, apparently.
It's got to be a good omen. That's all I got to,
You think?
I was gonna say that.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's accompanied with that music from the Omen.
Oh, yeah, you got to ignore the little things.
Was that a joke?
Yeah.
1 second, I'll be right back.
So, yeah, so you have a reply from a guy named Omen. Very simple, just the facts. Willing to take it off your hands, negotiate price in person, and gives you a location, which is a pretty swanky retro disco thing. That's not in the downtown area, but kind of in the same area you guys are hanging in.
Yeah, it feels like a good thing, If they were somewhere wanting to meet in like a back alley,
So it's in public.
we should be worried. Yeah.
Is Squid here, or is he?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I had to leave because you told the joke. So
Oh,
I get it.
had to go shoot up real quick.
I was buying you time.
Got you. I got you. Omen is actually a pretty well-known fixer, and I'm wondering if any of you guys happen to know him, or know of him anyway.
Yeah. Got decent lore. That would mean I would know him, right? I could know things.
Yeah, I think. Well, you know what? I tell you what. Just make a lore roll. Actually, everybody just make a lore roll, or Finn, you make a lore roll maybe because you're. I don't know. Are you the one handling? Who's handling this transaction?
Ben's the top dog, right? He's the leader.
Am I? I thought you were the mastermind.
Well, he's the talker.
All right. Yeah. Sure. I could be the brains.
Well, don't go
We're
that
gonna
far.
It's giving me an input value. I've never seen that before. Do I modify it?
yeah, he's the
I don't
modifier.
know. Let's see. Are you trying to roll from your sheet?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can do it. So if you just click that There's a modifier, yeah. Just hit no modifier. Just hit 0 and then submit. Actually, I just did it. So, but you can do it again for yourself.
I did one. Got a 5.
Oh, you got a 5? Okay, excellent. Yeah. So yeah, you actually do know who this fellow is. He is he's a well-known fixer. He's a good rep. Nobody really hates him or anything. He also has a good reputation with the corpse. I mean, he seems to bring out to generate consistently good jobs. And for some reason, my picture is gone. But let me see if I can bring a new picture in for him.
So how do you know him, Ben, or Dustin?
I mean, we just got this email, or whatever we're calling emails.
You heard of him?
I
right?
would say you've heard of him. Yeah, I doubt you actually know him.
I've heard of him from a guy who knows a guy, and several more. He's pretty well known.
Huh.
I didn't go to any like fancy party with him. I didn't meet him over the water cooler or something. But
You weren't like best friends at high school?
No. But he's a kind of a big deal. This should be decent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, are you guys gonna go meet him? What's the name of this retro disco thing that you guys are gonna go meet him at? What is it called?
Isn't it? I could be wrong. Isn't it Groovy with like 7 O's?
Groovy.
Yeah.
Groovy.
Yeah. It's
Pretty sure.
It's zeros, not O's.
Yeah, zeros. That's it. You're right.
I don't know. I think it's a little more upscale than the 0 thing. the script kiddie stuff is for low level losers like Chaos, who is no more.
No.
Is there a signpost on the door saying no downers allowed?
No downers allowed. Yeah.
No chromes allowed. Something like that.
Actually, you do find that in maybe not this place, but in various places. They don't allow chrome jobs just because they're a little touchy. It's not the guy you want getting loaded on your dance floor.
Curse might come out.
Yeah. All right. So you guys are you guys going to head over there? All 3 of you? Any special thing that you're going to do? Are you bringing the product with you?
Oh no.
No.
All right.
We'll leave that behind.
But you've got a scan of it or something, right? You can just sort of show off. So and actually the Cyberpunk 2077 is like I think the perfect representation of the way this stuff works. I mean, you get in a car with a guy, he hands you a USB drive, essentially you jack in, it shows you, like a VR simulation of the layout of the thing you're going to go do and product specs or whatever. So you guys basically have the ability to record something like that of you looking at the product, picking it up, showing that it's real verifiable goods.
Yeah.
So got your recording in hand. You guys head over to Groovy, and it's a nice place. You pay a little cover charge to get in, and they've got the bouncers. And they're big dudes, and they're strapped. I mean, everybody is strapped, right? These guys are big dudes. A little bit of chrome. They're carrying like some, whatever version of the Uzi is in 2084, and yeah, not a good place to start a firefight. So that's good for everybody.
Yeah.
They're handing out a product that's rather like ecstasy, but it's the next gen version of it. HungrySquid, I'm pretty sure that Happy can't take this at all. What's it called? This drug? It's a euphoria inducing drug, and it would just be really bad for your heart.
Skippy?
You'd love to try it.
You talking about Skippy?
Skippy?
That's not the real name. That's just the name everybody calls it. Yeah.
Skippy, sure. Yeah, they're handing out tabs of Skippy at the door. I don't know if you guys want some or not. It doesn't really affect your mental, your processing ability, but it does make you generally quite happy.
Take one for later.
If anybody wants to grab some of that,
Save it.
grab one to put in Happy's drink, maybe.
Getting your cut. They're gonna have you kill him.
All right, so you guys head back. Talk to the bartender guy, and he directs you to. There's private booths. Every restaurant, every bar pretty much has private booze, either sealed up. And this is a those Florida glass bricks that they make walls out of. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, yep.
Yeah, this is like those, and it's curved, of course. And then there's like a sort of translucent shower door, sliding glass door in front of the thing. So no simple curtains. This thing is probably soundproof, probably tapped for bugs and everything. You guys go back, and there's a guard kind of guy, just sort of hanging around the edge of this booth the guy pointed you to.
I think this is a job for Happy here.
The guard, or to walk into the booth?
Do we have an image for this?
I don't have an image now. Sorry.
Use your imagination.
Yeah. We're mostly imagination. I don't have too many picks.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll go in. I'll take the lead on this one. I'll go in and talk to.
You're just gonna go. Okay, so the guy stops you.
Oh, the
The
guard.
hand of this meat sickle, just extends out and touches your chest. He goes, "Okay, who are you guys?"
Bill Ingvall.
Sorry,
I'm Bill.
Bill.
Yeah, they call me Bill.
And what do you want with Mr. Omen?
We got something I think might interest Mr. Omen.
He
Well,
did email us, right?
he did.
We've been in contact already. There's no need to lie.
Yeah.
And this guy hasn't
I just
talked
wanna
to
be clear.
anybody named Bill. This guy goes, "You're not on the list. I've got a list of appointments, and you're not on it."
All right, rewind. We're the guys that have that product you emailed us about.
Right. Okay. And he just talks, but you can't hear him. And he goes, "Okay, Mr. Omen will see you now." And the door slides up, and there's it's a nice little red glowy, room. There's some plants in there. There's a couple of nice couches. There's a table, and there's a gentleman sitting behind not this guy. A gentleman sitting in there. Here he is. I got a picture. I do have one picture.
Oh, hey.
Hey, he gets around.
Yeah, of course he does.
What's going on?
All right.
So we have this conversation.
Yeah.
Hello, Mr.
Yes.
Omen. How are you today?
I'm sorry. I'm drawing an absolute blank on.
I am Groot.
I am Groot. Yeah. No. Well, so my tendency is to make his voice into Badger from Firefly, and I don't want to do that, right? Because probably I'm not very good at it, and also because whatever. So, this guy is actually from the Dixie Sprawl. That's something that you dug up when you were looking around, Dustin. So he goes, "Oh, hey, how y'all doing? Come on in, have a seat." It's not the voice you expected either.
He seems way too happy.
There aren't a lot of Dixielanders around here.
So, what is there to drink?
Whiskey?
Yes.
Yeah, he
yes,
actually
please.
he actually slides a bottle over to you.
A whole
That would
bottle.
be rude to.
I'll take the whole
Well,
bottle
and
myself,
there
thank you.
and there are glasses.
Okay, cool.
There are glasses.
The
Drinking out of
expectation
the
is
bottle would
important.
probably not be in the decorum for this place.
Not turning that down. Trust me.
So here you came across something kind of interesting for me, huh? Dealing with chaos didn't quite work out for you.
No, that guy was a jerk. No one liked him.
That boy can't tell big wood from brush. I'll tell you that. He's not gonna be creeping around anymore. Is that right?
Nah, that is right. We took care of him. Where are you from?
Dixieland, actually.
Yeah. Huh?
Yeah, Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Born and raised.
Yeah. Have y'all ever been out there?
Been there once or
No.
twice.
No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
But would he know that? Because he's a convincing liar.
He's a convincing liar, but we didn't make a roll. I think he just knows.
He knows everything about you.
So
right.
let's talk business. What's this piece of equipment? I don't suppose you brought it, but you probably got a scan, right?
Dustin, I
I'm
bet
gonna-
you have the.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the chip with my scan
right.
of the object.
He reaches around behind his neck and kind of plugs it in. Oh yeah. Oh, she's a beauty, isn't she? Okay. That's pretty good. What do you want for it?
What's this item usually go for on the market? I forgot what Chaos was offering us.
Well, he offered you 2,000. But you know, that was piecework, right? That was you're getting monkey points there. He goes, well, I happen to know what Chaos was going to offer you guys, but I'm not the kind of guy to do that to you.
Yeah.
How about 15,000 street coin? But I think you guys probably need somebody to offer you some jobs in the future, don't you? So maybe we'll do that.
Introduction.
And pardon?
This could be our introduction. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, what I'm thinking is I could probably find some steady work for you guys. You don't have Chaos cracking the whip anymore. Pay a little better, first of all, because I get better work. But second of all, maybe we'll set you guys up with some real good jobs. I also happen to know a pretty good street doc who can help you out with any cyberization needs you have.
I think I look over at you guys. I want to see your guys' nod of approval or an A or yay.
So is he offering us 15K plus all this, or this instead of?
What's the catch?
Well, I think I would sit down and be like, okay, Alman, we're looking to make a deal here, but we're gonna need some work, you know.
Well, so here's the thing. I mean, I'll just go back to him. What I'm saying is, I'll give you 15K for this, which is more than you'll get from anybody else. If you try to contact Aramatsu, they'll have you under their building, right? Don't think that's going to work. You try Austin, I don't think they're going to be helping you. 15K is more than you're going to get from anybody else on the street. Plus, I'm saying that I think you guys are pretty competent and not foolish enough to keep working for an asshat like Chaos. So I think that you would. I think that you guys would probably be a good fit for some jobs that I have, and I actually have one lined up if you're interested. If you don't have anything else on tap.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Squid the nod there.
Same. I nod.
Well, that's good.
15K sounds good. We'll go
all right. He takes out a little it's a wallet. I mean, everybody has this. Well, everybody that's you know, kind of somewhat reputable has this. He pulls out a wallet, which is just an electronic device that's kind of shaped like a wallet. Opens it up, takes out a cred stick, puts it in, and puts it on the table in front of you, taps it. There you go.
All right, yeah, we can go.
All good.
We can go.
Not to butt in. Did these guys start to recognize me because of my past detective skill, situation?
I get someone from the corporation. Mike, did we decide what that company was called? We didn't really, did we?
Lone Star. Or was that?
Well, Lone Star was from another game. We can use it. Doesn't matter to me. But yeah, I mean, if you encountered somebody from that company, maybe. Really, it comes down to if you want to roll contacts and meet somebody, then you could probably. So.
Okay.
And he goes, now that is, of course, conditional upon receipt of the hardware.
Yes.
I presume you guys will be able to deliver that.
Not a problem. We can go pick it up right now for you.
Excellent. Let's talk about this other client then.
Okay.
He slides he actually's got like a memory stick, and he slides it over. So whoever's going to take that, let me know.
I'll grab it and plug it in.
You can just jack it in. It's a file on Mr. Johnson.
Can we all see this or no?
No, only Finn can see this right now, but he can pass the stick around.
Gotcha.
There's a picture of him. He is in the dossier that's there, and it's pretty. So this is pro. Like when Chaos would give you a job or whatever, it would be like ripped out scraps of a magazine or something, or he'd written drawn a map on the back of a freaking pizza, you know, flyer or whatever. Mm-hmm. This guy's totally pro. This is you've got the full dossier. There's like a mission briefing at the top. Anyway, this cat, unidentified, people call, you know, in the business, fixers call their clients Mr. Johnson, right? So Mr. Johnson here is a mid-level corporate salaryman He works for a corporation here in the city. This is unrelated to his work, though. He's been corresponding for a while with a woman that he calls Eileen, and online. And so he has, over the course of the last year, struck up a relationship with this woman. And he has, there's some quotes in here, like from him, little audio clips of the interview that Omen or somebody had with this guy when taking the job. And so he's got little clips about how, she's so smart and charming and just seems to know everything and blah, 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 blah. Anyway, she disappeared about 2 weeks ago. And this guy has been looking for her like mad, and is willing to offer a fairly large reward. So your cut, according to this mission briefing, would be 2,000 on any information about her disappearance, any concrete information about her disappearance, or 20,000 on full recovery of this person from wherever she is. Or, if she's dead, you would still get
okay,
paid
I was
that.
going to say, I don't want to be a downer, Mr. Owen.
Yeah. No.
Okay.
So, a real resolution, not just some lead, right? So if you bring back a lead, you'll get paid a little bit. But if there's full resolution, hopefully that results, according to Mr. Johnson, is that she's in his arms for the first time. If not, maybe they find the body.
Yeah, it sounds like a safe bet to me. Sounds like we don't even have to pull out guns.
I'm gonna look at him sideways, when does that ever work before? But I'm not gonna say anything.
Being optimistic.
Just a silent stare. Like, you bastard.
Okay, well, what you fellas think? It's a milk run, right?
Deal. Half now, half later.
Half now, half later.
Or
Well,
2K now, and then we could discuss on return. Just
All
to,
right.
just to supply us with the necessary items that we need: drugs, weapons.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
And he reaches into his wallet and pulls out another credit chip. He goes, I think you're good for it. And if you're not, I'll skin you.
Oh, God.
That seems fair.
I'm gonna go ahead and inject this right now.
That's all right. I'm
No,
on the
okay.
trail.
So yeah, we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Okay, great. Just let me know. Check in once in a while. He gives you a card, a business card, which basically has all of his details on it. And you can scan it with your eye, and it'll go into your stuff and get updated into your database and whatnot.
Gotcha.
It's all automatic. It actually works in this world somehow.
All right. So yeah, let's get to work, lads.
Sounds good.
All
Let's
right.
let's get out of here though, because this bar is starting to
Yeah.
make me feel something.
I think first off we deliver the eye.
Yes.
That would be a good move. Yeah, the ABBA thing was getting on your nerves. They were starting to play songs that you'd never heard before from them, and it was like, it sounds like ABBA, but I don't know what it is, and that means the playlist has gone on too long.
That's always a bad news for me. It's like when I hear something I haven't heard before and I start feeling new feelings. It's probably time.
Oh yeah, and that's the other thing. That music was making people giggle too.
It's
so
pretty
yeah.
groovy.
Yeah, it's pretty groovy.
Maybe don't bring happy when we deliver the eye.
It's
Yeah. I'll stay behind
groovy.
when you guys give them the eye. I think I can.
Yeah, we'll chop that off.
Oh,
and
you
then-
don't have to go back there to do that, by the way. There's a nondescript office. It's like it's post corp or something. It's like a mailbox drop thing,
Gotcha.
and you can just take it in there and drop it off.
Sounds good.
All right.
We just FedEx it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a Dropbox kind of thing, but like much more verified. People scan, they do all kinds of stuff. So
next step, find Mr. Johnson.
yeah, no, you don't need that. You know everything about Mr. Johnson's contacts with this Eileen person. Yeah, down to I mean, you've basically got all their logs, all of his logs. So, and he's not a hacker type.
Mm.
So, some some checking out of that to, locate her, where she was calling from, whatever.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Is probably the steps that you should take.
Yeah. So I'll once we get that eye dropped off, I'll go ahead and try and comb through those and try and find a physical location attached to those with my hacking skills.
I don't know
Okay.
if Danny's.
I could bring up my contacts.
Yeah, his rapport and his contacts. He can probably hit up some people he knew back in the good old days.
Yeah. So the problem here is that like you don't have a full name on her. All you've got is Eileen. You don't have a last name. You don't have a description. You don't have a social security number, whatever. Oh, by the way, quick question for any of you guys: is anybody a blank? Is anybody just not in the database?
Nope.
And if so, take an aspect related to that. But as far as you know, Eileen may be a blank. There may be no way to find her by her identifying information. You're not entirely sure.
That's fine.
So let's think. What have you got, Dustin, that would help you out? You've got lore, and so you want to make a lore. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really a hacking test because
I can't go into the system and like find the whatever.
Never mind. No, I think it is
Certain-
hacking. I think this is not public information. So you would want to make a hacking test, and if you want to spend a fate point, you could get your hacking under pressure, although I don't really know
think
that
it's
that
pressure.
applies. And Danny, is there a way that you could help, though? I think your general investigate skill could be used. So if you wanted to give him a +1, you could help out. And Fen and Happy could also help out, too, if you have anything related. Not really at the moment.
I think unless we're in a
So-
conversation, I'm pretty screwed.
All right. Well, I'm
Right.
gonna roll and we'll see how we do.
Now, he did meet her in like a chat room, so if somebody wants to go into that chat room and ask around about her and stuff like that, that could be the case too. Right now, I'm thinking that that Dustin is doing, basically router tracing.
Yeah, I'm like going into the chat room and like hacking into the back end and finding out like back tracing her username.
Okay. Well, give us a roll, and again, you've got the. Okay, that's actually good enough. You only needed a 2. So you come up with where she is, and it's a part of Redmond, which Redmond is not what it is today. After Microsoft was bought out by Void Corp and moved to Ceres Station, yada yada yada, Redmond sort of fell into a very hard disrepair. It is just basically a wasteland, sprawls of suburban homes, mostly taken over by gangs. Some stuff. But anyway, that's the general area you're getting, and I think we're going to need probably another roll to narrow that down.
Okay.
But yeah, give us one more and see if you can get there. I'm sure you can.
Let's give it a shot.
With that 3, did you add a +1 to it for Danny's help?
I did not.
Okay, so that was a 4, and this is a 5. And then, yeah, you do. You actually narrow it down to a house in this area in Redmond.
Perfect.
Go team.
So that is where she was getting online from as of about 15 days ago. Is the last known occurrence.
All right.
Let's check it out. Yeah.
Time to hit the pavement.
Where's it at?
All right. You guys are northwest of it, basically. You're in the south edge of Seattle, along the along the water, and Redmond is kind of to your southeast. So it's not. I mean, you have a car? Does anybody have a car?
Yeah, I have one.
Oh yeah, I have a car. I have a
Oh,
car.
okay.
I
Doesn't
should
it?
not probably have.
Oh,
All right. Maybe you overspent. A little
I
bit.
definitely overspent on this car.
I think every once in a
Yeah.
while you put some new stuff into it. Kind of.
I should not have been buying that car. Let me
Okay.
just put it that way.
But it's fully legal, right? It's not.
Oh
bought,
yeah,
it's not
I
boosted.
didn't steal it or
anything.
anything. I definitely paid for it. I just should
Okay.
not have paid for it.
All right. Okay. If that becomes a factor in play later, I mean, if you want to say that it has some special abilities. If you want that to become a product that we can use, we can certainly talk about that. But for now, it's just a car, and it gets you to Redmond, which is not. How nice is this car, by the way?
I mean, it's not.
Is it new?
It's decent. It's a new car. It's not like beaten up or anything. It's not super fancy, but
It's not a Ferrari.
No.
It's
it's like a Kia Soul, but like in 2080, whatever.
So it's
Oh.
hovering. And all that.
okay. Yeah. Well. Right. So okay. Well, fine. You guys drive over there. It's a bit of a drive, and as you get into the Redmond area, there's actually no, it's like a help me out with a name for this. There's a yellow sign kind of on the town limits or whatever, and it's basically there's no police protection here. What do we call that?
Free zone.
Yeah, okay. Free zone, which means that
It's very euphemistic.
you're free to do whatever you want to, and nobody's going to help you. The guys with the ambulances will come here, but it's combat pay, right? And that's only if you have a Gold Cross account anyway. So, and I don't think any of you guys probably do. So anyway, yeah. So bad area. There's people running around doing stuff. Occasionally, a gang of thugs is walking by, points a gun at your car, kind of thing. Nobody's actually doing anything. They're just messing about. But
This is perfect for me, by the way, because I'm miserable.
it's a miserable kind of area, and it's it's raining. I mean, it's always raining, but it's raining like
So it's like the slums and.
it's worse than the slums. I mean, most of these are abandoned. Yeah.
I should buy a house out here.
you can just have a house out here. I mean, like nobody owns these really.
You've got a house out here.
Yeah, you can have 2 or 3 if you want them, as long as you can hold them. So it's when you ask people in the Pacific Northwest, is it raining? Most of the time they just go, eh. I mean, they hold their hand up and they look up and they're like, I don't know, maybe. But it is raining right now, and a local would tell you, hey, yeah, it's raining. So it's just sort of pouring down rain. It's sort of gray. There are houses that are on fire, just randomly. People probably were cooking hot dogs or whatever. But you do find the address, and it was it was probably once a nice house, a nice suburban house, 3-bedroom kind of deal, tile roof. Part of the roof is missing, definitely very overgrown. Like there are a lot of trees in the yards and stuff. This is very jungly, by the way. This is not an urban destroyed environment. It's actually a bit jungly because trees just grow, out of the street and stuff. So you get there, and what's the plan?
Well, let's take a 5-minute break real quick,
Yeah.
and then we will come back, and we will have a plan ready to go.
Are they actually getting up from their table and starting to walk over to you?
Oh, that's kind of a hostile environment.
Nondescript leather jacket guy is in front.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just sort of sauntering over to the car. Are you guys still in the car?
At the moment, yes.
I'm gonna hop out because I know that's where that's gonna end.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and hop out. I'm not being hostile or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I'm just following him,
Yeah.
basically.
I'm
Okay.
making my way to the house.
Yeah.
You're
So
ignoring them?
yeah. I say we just send Kardec over. He does.
So
his
you get
thing.
out and start walking towards the house?
He goes over there. We kind of
Okay.
eye the guys like not like, hey, you better stay away from me, but like, I see you. Like, what's up?
They're walking. I mean, they're very
I'll throw a wave.
confrontational. The guy in the leather coat goes, "Oi, you're a long way from home, aren't you?"
Can I try and deceive them to think that we're around here? Like we're from around here?
You've got a car, a new car. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we
I mean, you can
like,
drive.
maybe
Yeah,
we
you can
stole
drive.
that.
Actually, you can certainly do that if you like. Are you going to try to do it, or are you going to let Hap do it?
I don't think it matters actually.
Happy or Hap?
Hap is
Happy.
Hap for short, but I mean, people call me Happy.
It's hot when he's down.
Happy.
Yeah.
Happy.
I think we both
Well,
have
it
pretty
doesn't
good deceive. So
matter to me who rolls it. So you're going to try to convince them you're from around here and are doing what? What's your intent here to convince
basically
them about?
just to to try and convince them that we're from around here and like find out whatever information they might know about this house, because we're from like, you know, on the other side of the free zone, and we're just like laying low over here because we just stole this hot car over here.
We know Eileen from the clubs.
Don't mention her name.
Yeah, we're not gonna say her name because maybe it's some dude that's like catfishing this Mr. Johnson guy, you know?
Good point.
Okay, well, so how are we going to do this? Are you just going to blurt it out? Because they're like, you know, that guy's, "Oi, you're not from around here, are you?" Kind of.
We're like,
thing.
yeah, of course we are. What are you talking about?
Okay, give it a deceive roll.
Come on.
Maybe you want to cover me here?
Oh dear.
Let's go ahead. Maybe you want to just like.
This dumbass ain't from around here. I got this.
At this moment,
We'll throw help on 1 point of help from Happy. So you guys get a 2, which is actually good enough to deceive these guys. But they're like, "Well, you're not from this street, and this street is our street. So why don't you just move on?" And they're continuing to walk. They're halfway through the street now, across the street now.
at this moment, I glance back just to double check.
Yeah, and by the way, you notice, Danny, you don't need to make a roll for this. You notice that the door is ajar, and it actually looks like it's been broken. But I mean, it could be broken from, everything's broken.
Free zone is all broken. So
Right.
why don't you try and like rapport with them?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to level with them. Not necessarily mention Eileen, but be like, we were raised in this area too, so we're on the same playing field. We're the same people here.
Okay, so you're gonna use rapport to try to establish a.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
you want me to roll that one?
Yeah, they're not very well disposed towards you. I'm gonna say that the obstacle's a 3 here.
Okay. Modifier or no?
No, just unless you want to use unless you want it now. So you have a couple options here. You could, for instance, spend a fate point to modify that, to re-roll it, to add 2 to it. In your case, I would probably go with the adding 2 to it. Your master manipulator is probably, a good aspect to call on for that. Hey, I'm a master manipulator. I'm going to take +2 to my roll. Spend a fate point to do that.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Yeah.
You could, if you re-rolled, that would be decent because you got 3 minuses and a. So like, if you just spent a fate point to re-roll, you could do a lot better.
Okay, yeah, we'll do a fate point to re-roll, with the hopes that they believe that I'm one of them.
Okay. And on the screen that nobody can see in the stream, I'm going to remove one of your fate points.
Oh no. Okay, and here we go. Got a 6, bud.
A 6. Okay. So give me the spiel. What are you telling them?
Be like, look, man, I know you guys. You guys, are the same as us. We're from a couple streets down. This is a shitty place we live in. I'm just looking for a friend.
Looking for a friend. Well, nobody lives there.
I don't think.
And in fact, so what do you guys know about the corpse rolling over here?
I'll look at Dustin on that one.
A couple weeks ago, big team of corpse sec guys roll in here in 2 black vans. They bust down the door. They're in there for 20, 30 minutes. Then they're out. We took a look around. We didn't know nothing about the place.
That's right about the time our friend went missing.
I noticed the door was open.
Are you still like going inside, like to investigate it?
Oh no, I'm lingering outside.
Yeah, just keeping an ear on the situation. It sounds like it's settled down a little bit. They don't sound like they're gonna fight right away. It sounds like they're kind of, they've walked over now and they're right next to you. And
maybe we look over and kind of give the car deck a hey, you can head on in kind of vibe.
Yeah, Leather Jacket actually sticks his hand out to you. To Happy.
I think I would extend a handshake.
I'm Squiz, man.
What's going on, Happy?
Good to meet you. Good to meet you. These corpse sec guys, what's that all about? Is that what you guys are here for?
I think we're trying to figure out the same thing.
Really?
we had something happen a couple streets down, and I think there might be a connection. So, just trying to figure out what's going on.
Huh. Well, good luck then. We're gonna go back over here and get some beer. You guys want some beer?
Yes.
Come on over.
So I'm inside the house now.
I think I'll kind of shush Dustin off because I know that he'll steal some of mine. So I'm just like, you know what? No, I'll go.
It's like, fine, I'll wait by the car. It's like,
Okay,
pop that pill. I got a groovy.
Yeah.
You guys gonna keep an eye on the car, the dudes, and Kardec's gonna go check it out.
Yeah, I'm inside.
Okay. Make an investigate roll. The house is actually not in that bad a shape inside. Not as bad as you would expect. It looks like someone was living here maybe a few years ago. But go ahead and make a roll, and I'll see how much information you get.
What's the button?
Oh, if you go in your character and just under investigate, click the little thing that looks like a die. And just give it 0 modifier for now. I don't think you need to spend a fate point for this. Oh yeah, you got a 6.
Oh yeah.
Nice. So you got a 6. You see it basically what happened, right? So nobody's been here for a long time, like maybe 3 years would be your guess, judging by the dust on stuff. There's old food boxes. Somebody definitely had like a camp out in here, but their stuff is gone, like their whatever they were sleeping on and stuff. There's like an old couch and various other stuff. But there's fresh tracks on the carpet, and they lead through into the kitchen and into a pantry in the kitchen. And you can see this because of the dust, right? It doesn't look like anybody else has really been in here. All these houses were looted, probably 40 years ago, 30 years ago, right? They're pretty much devoid of anything of value. So people don't really loot them. It's just, I need a place to stay maybe, and they would camp out or whatever. So, but definitely somebody came through here. You can't really like see the details, like, they were wearing boots or anything like that, but it definitely fits with that guy's description that a team of CorpSec guys came in here not that long ago. And so looks like it leads their footsteps, believe it or not, lead to a pantry.
Okay.
What's inside?
Should I go up to the pantry?
Well, yeah.
You should investigate. Yeah.
No, we should leave. We should leave, Danny.
And by the way, you guys have comms. I mean, you have a personal. You can just communicate with each other.
There's footprints in here.
Oh God, not footprints.
And dust.
Yeah. So what you seeing, Danny? Or what you seeing, Carson?
I'm seeing footprints and a lot of dust. I'm gonna go and check out these footprints. I'll keep you up to date.
These guys were telling us that there was a team of corporate security guys who came through here about the time that Eileen went missing.
Glug,
I'll
glug,
let you know
glug.
what I find. Fucking sick squid.
What'd you say?
It's a glug, glug, glug.
Is Happy okay?
Yeah. He just made some friends. He's drinking with them.
I didn't make friends.
Don't get him excited.
Yeah, he's got a steady supply of downers. It's fine.
Right, about these footprints.
Right. So, like I said, they head to a pantry. Just a normal sized door in the wall in the kitchen.
Okay, I'll open up the pantry.
Okay. All the shelves have been like knocked down and pushed to the side. There's no food in here or anything like that. And the back of the pantry is actually like a door, a hidden door that's loose, and it opens up.
Okay, guys,
So,
I found a hidden door behind the pantry.
A hidden door in the pantry.
Mm-hmm. With a lead piping. Sounds like Cluedo. Sorry.
Do you need some help in there, or?
I'll call for some backup.
I'm gonna
Right
What?
Yeah, I'll look over at
Don't look at me.
Squid. I'm just be like, you got this? Like you gonna watch the car?
Yeah.
Yeah, these guys are cool. The guys. I mean, the guy with the
Mohawk.
Mohawk is he's pretty quiet. The other guy, the skinny guy, is hey Squiz, I should get you a bone, kind of guy. He does tell jokes, but they're not really very funny, so I don't think you're in too much danger. So yeah.
So it's sarcastic jokes.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna head in and I'll help Kardak out.
Okay, even without a 6 investigate roll, it's pretty easy to see where he's gone. I mean, there is literally dust an inch deep in here.
Not to mention, he said pantry, door in the back of the
He
pantry.
did tell me that.
He did, yeah. He told you where it is. So
So it's not
I mean,
obviously the kitchen.
yeah.
Or what was the kitchen?
So you're in the pantry, and Dustin shows up. The door is just kind of open, I mean, it kind of creaks open when you just move in there and push it a little bit, and there are stairs going down. So I'll say you two guys are caught up to each other now. It's dark, but you've got lights. You can your iris cover emits a light or whatever. Somehow you have light, like pulling out your phone, basically.
Okay.
So stairs go down to what looks like a basement of some sort. And basements aren't common in this area.
Flood zone and all. Yeah, I get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, they just leak a lot, So a lot, not too many people have basements. But this looks like, it looks like a basement.
All right.
Going down?
Going down.
Yep. Go down.
Okay. The stairs are concrete. They're poured concrete. They actually look like nicely constructed, not like how to describe it? Like a guy building a bunker kind of basement. They're not like they would be in a house that you'd buy, but they're like something that somebody has built. And downstairs is a room that's actually kind of nice. There's actually like a nice leather couch in there. Couple potted plants. There's a little refrigerator. It's nothing's powered up though, and definitely nobody has been living down here for 3 years or something. It's been a while, right, since anybody's been down here. There's a table, like a long workbench sort of table against a wall. There's a lot of stuff in it. There's power strips and like an electronics station and just the stuff. It's a workshop, basically, like a computer workshop. In the center, where there's a chair that's probably just rusted from humidity and stuff. It's just sort of fallen over and been knocked over, maybe. There's a really big custom computer case in the center, but the faceplate is down on it. And and inside of this computer box thing, there's like a hole where something used to be, like maybe a storage drive or a processing unit, a thing,
Is there any way
that
that Kardak can possibly tell what was in there?
Yeah. Is my investigate roll still in effect?
Yeah. I would say that you pretty much get the clues. Obviously, these guys came down the stairs. They took this thing apart, pulled the faceplate off it or whatever, took it away, and also took some sort of there was some other equipment that was laying nearby on the table, just because you can see the dust from around it that has been taken as well. And like I said, that the face panel on the computer is just sort of laying down in front of it on the table.
All right.
So, Finn, you know computers, and I think that basically the thing that makes this computer go. This is a custom rig. This is something somebody built, and it has been removed. The thing that makes it go, the core of it, has been taken out, and that probably means memory and processing, like, combined. It's a processor core.
Okay.
And from the size of it, even custom built, it's probably like a pretty powerful rig. It's not a home gaming PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's just some kind of workstation.
This is some heavy duty hardware here.
It is, yeah. And just sort of looking around, you pick up the faceplate as you're moving things around, and there's something written on the front of it. Would you like to see what it is?
Yes, I would. I would like to know what that is.
Squid, will you show for our viewers what it is?
It's there.
Go back to the
Yep.
go back to the main screen. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that's different.
Is
I'll
it-
just like show it to Kardak. That's probably a coincidence, right?
Okay.
I think I would be like, guys, what are you guys
Yeah.
seeing? Hello.
I just feel like so it says we found this computer and I think
You can send video too, by the way.
yeah, I'll stream it to him. I'll just be like,
Oh,
you know, here,
take a
look
picture.
at this. Like click like
Okay.
that's yeah.
So we're on the right path. Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
could
Wait a minute. Okay, I get it. I think I get it. Did Omen ever specify who Eileen was?
No,
it was all digital.
Mr. Johnson assumes he was talking to a person, and I'm thinking you guys are sort of thinking that maybe he wasn't at this point, right?
He yeah, I was thinking maybe this woman he was talking to online was like a guy or something, but I was not thinking computer.
So you think that whatever was made down here, whatever that the guys came up here and stole, might have been Eileen, not a person, but the program or
Software. Whatever.
I think it is a computer and that the processing core was taken, and so she/it is now in the hands of whatever corporate security came in and smashed through this box here.
I think we should take what's left. As clue.
Would it?
So so a couple things on AI. There has been no singularity. There has been no Skynet, anything like that. There are actually rules, national, international agreed upon rules among the nations not to develop an autonomous sentient AI. Corporations have agreed to abide by that. I mean, it wouldn't have gotten passed in the UN if it wasn't for corporate support.
Mhm.
So they've all agreed to this. So the development of an autonomous sentient AI is illegal, punishable by a lot of things, right? Including the fact that other corporations would probably savage you if you managed to do it, if for no other reason than that you're ahead of them.
So it's like beyond like illegal. It's like it's illegal. Like don't do it.
It's really illegal, like frowned upon, like North Korea developing nukes is what this is basically, right? And
what was the company that came up here, or the people that came up here and
you don't
supposedly
know that
ravaged
yet.
the place?
You haven't learned that yet.
Okay.
Plot twist is who I used to work for.
Do you want to ask the meatheads you're hanging out with?
I
There?
think I'd be like, hey, so these guys you were talking about, our guys had blue jackets with weird letters on the back. Is there any? Were these guys wearing anything? Were the vans or anything say anything?
Says, well, yeah, of course, it was Lone Star. I don't know if that's the name we're using, but
It works.
I mean, we said CorpSec, right? Who else do they use? It's always Lone Star.
Yeah. And real quick, Lone Star was the good guys? They're the cops
No,
or what?
nobody's good guys. The Lone Star is a private security firm. They also have an intelligence analysis and gathering arm and yada yada yada. But they basically do corporate security. So they handle a lot of different corporate security jobs for just about everybody. Corps have their own internal security too, but these guys do the outside work that needs done. So they guard shipments and things like that. They also handle municipal policing in a number of areas.
And that was Kardec's old job, right?
And that's Kardec's old company, yeah.
Okay. Any distinguishable features on these people? Did you guys see anything that might pinpoint a specific person, a head honcho maybe?
Leather jacket gives you. He takes a memory stick and sticks it into his temple. I mean, these guys are pretty cybered, right?
Yeah.
Sticks it into his temple, hands it to you. He goes, here's the feed.
Sweet. Okay.
He's inside. You can tell from the point of view after you jack it in, and you guys can all see this. I didn't think about that. Yeah, you guys can probably like share this kind of stuff, right?
Okay,
like
so
when
we're all
you're looking at that briefing.
Screen share. Yeah, we're all in Discord. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys have like your own little internal Discord thing, and you're screen sharing. So you jack it in, and you can tell Leather Boy and his two companions are ducked down in the window behind the curtain in this house that you're sitting in front of now, and they're watching these guys roll up in their vans. And there's a helicopter overhead. You can hear it, wump, 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 and a searchlight because it's kind of dark. And they get out of their vehicles. They're full on SWAT team into the house. There's no gunshots or anything like that. You can see the lights, like everybody's handheld light or whatever, moving around inside the place. They're maybe 10 minutes, and then they're back out, and they are carrying something.
Okay. So the fact that
They've got
gunshots or anything probably means
no gunshots at all.
That Eileen was, or whoever was operating the system was probably not there. So.
Well,
or was there and is what they carry out.
Exactly.
From what Dustin has seen, I'm sorry, not Dustin. What Kardec has seen from his investigation, there have been no people in this house for a number of years.
Okay.
There's no person that was here at all for at least a couple years. These guys come back out. They took in a hard case, like a big government, militarized hard case thing, into there, and that's what they come out with. They're also carrying another case that has a marking with a nuclear symbol on it, like a radiation symbol. They're carrying that too. And they bundle it all into the van. Go up, turn around in the cul-de-sac, and head out. The helicopter flies off.
All right.
Well,
I think we should update our employer.
Yep. Well, no, I think we should keep that one on us for now. I don't want to say too much. They're offering a lot of money. Find this person. I don't.
Well, here's the thing. If we bring back a AI, how will we get paid? Will they believe us?
That's
Who's going to believe that they were being catfished by an AI?
Well, we don't know exactly what's going on yet. I mean, we're assuming, right?
Well, somebody made her online.
Somebody made this Eileen, right?
He only, from the dossier, which was pretty full and included, interview with this guy and stuff, that he only met her online. He didn't have a picture to share with you guys. So he doesn't know what she looks like. All he knows is, her, just from talking to her.
Yeah, I think it's safe to assume that she is AI. I think it's safe to assume.
I definitely am. So.
Okay. I think, yeah, honestly, I think that's something we can assume. I just don't think we should go straight towards Omen just yet.
So we're not letting Omen know about this?
It's up to you. It's 2v1 if you guys want to, so.
And? We don't have to tell everything.
No, I think we should tell Omen.
Okay.
And be like, hey, this is what we found. We can go further, but whoa.
Yeah.
This would be like walking into Camden and finding out that there had been a nuke stored there, and then it just got jacked by a bunch of dudes.
Yeah.
And also the nuke was talking to some guy who is the guy who actually hired us. So this is real weird.
So yeah, we should figure out, one, is payment still there? Are we still going to get paid providing on what this is, or what are their intentions with the person Eileen, or not the person but a program at this point?
When you say they, do you mean Mr. Johnson and Omen, or do you mean...
yeah, Omen and Mr. Johnson.
Yeah.
Well, you let's go ahead and you place the call to Omen, and what are you going to tell him?
Destiny.
HungrySquid.
Oh, me? Like, hey, what's going on, boss man?
Hey, how y'all doing? Any
Got
progress?
got some updates. Trying to figure out what exactly is going on.
All right.
We
The girl okay or what?
we got possible information stating that she is not a girl.
Not a girl.
Possibly
Just getting catfished or what?
possibly something other than human.
Well, what do you mean, like an alien?
Not a Damn
Just
it.
say it, Squid.
Possible AI being introduced.
An AI.
We're thinking it's her name was on a piece of
You
evidence.
can share. It's
Yeah,
multimedia here.
Boom.
You can share pictures and stuff.
I sent you that image and what Kardec and Dustin saw.
Right. Okay.
And this is
so
what we're looking at, and
I'm
I think it's safe to assume that we're not dealing with an actual person, and
Okay.
that it's possible that somebody, Lone Star, came in and abducted.
Lone Star for who though?
What do you mean?
For who? What corporation hired him to abscond with this AI girlfriend?
That's something that we're working out with.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think the
Well-
big thing is
Uh-huh.
we might not be coming up to you with a body.
Right. Well, he'd rather have a girl, walking, talking, or whatever, or thinking, or
Finding a
whatever,
girl.
whatever AIs do. I don't. I've already been paid. You get your money. Don't worry about it. You just recover this thing, person, alien, whatever it is. I don't care what it is. If it's walking, talking, its name is Eileen. You bring it in, and we get paid.
Well, that makes that really easy then.
Sidebar: we could just find anybody named Eileen. But yeah, okay.
It's a baby.
Yeah. Okay.
Who would be willing to go along with being this guy's love of this guy's life? Of course.
Well, I mean, if we wanted to get really technical, before we made this call, we could have just killed some random woman. Eileen!
you certainly
Sorry,
could have
she
done.
was dead.
You certainly could have done
Well,
that.
I think we passed that. We're in point.
Well,
in
yeah.
time.
But now you're on the hook. Now you got to surface an AI.
Hooray.
All right, so we'll pull some contacts in. We'll see what we can do, and then we'll get back to you whenever we can. Do you guys have anything else you want to comment on?
Contacts.
Do you guys want
Yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for him.
Okay.
I'll do a little checking myself, but you boys get back to work, and we'll see you in a little while.
We'll do. All right. So
Come on down,
I'm
and have a
glad
glass of whiskey when you get her.
or several.
We'll do boss.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so I think So I think next step would be Kardec pulling in some of his his contacts.
Contacts, yeah.
You gonna make a call? Okay.
Like any big things happen lately. Your buddy that's still in Lone Star. Maybe he's got some.
I can. pull
Sure.
some
You've got. I
contacts.
mean, you got contacts. I think. Make your roll. And do you want to? Let me just take a look at you. Do you want to have any kind of aspect or stunt related to your contacts that you could use to improve your role at some point? I mean, this would be a permanent addition, right? I mean, you can modify your aspects later on, but for this session at least, it would be a permanent thing. So if you wanted to put like well connected at Lone Star as an aspect, for instance, you could spend a fate point and use that to get a +2 on your roll, or to get a reroll if you needed it, or whatever.
That'd be my stunt, wouldn't it?
No, that would just be an aspect.
Just be something about you that you can
Yeah.
use in this situation. So, like, if when you left, you were still on good terms with, like, I don't know, somebody,
Yeah. Okay.
or in general.
Yeah.
Man's man. My buddies loved me.
I'll just add that to my aspects.
And he has to spend a fate point for that.
To use it, you would need to invoke it. Yeah, you would need to do that.
That's a modifier, right?
It would be, yeah. Well, either way. I mean, so if you were to invoke it, like let's say you make a context roll, and I'll tell you what the obstacle is going to be, but let's say you didn't make it, right? So you could say, oh, I'm going to use my I'm hooked up at Lone Star to give yourself +2 on it, or to reroll the whole thing, or or whatever.
Okay. So I'll just roll normally.
Yeah, roll your context then.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah, just go ahead and make a roll. Let's see what you get. Before you roll though, let's think about how hard this is going to be. I think it's only going to be like a 3 to find one of your old buddies who probably knows something. Depending how well you roll, will tell us about whether we need to do more. 4, I think that's good enough. He tells you that actually, I mean, he just does some general checking, not even in the hardcore stuff, and he tells you that well, actually, we had this guy's in logistics, and he tells you that there was a van roll on the date that you were talking about from the precinct local here, and he says that the expenses for that were billed to a corporation, and you guys tell me what the name of that corporation is. It's a computer technologies corporation. It's kind of the spiritual successor to Google to some degree. What
It
is
would
that
be
company called?
Apple.
Scope.
Scope.
Scope and
just
Corp.
scope, like the mouthwash.
Yeah. They evolved.
I think Scope Scope is okay actually.
I think that's the company I work for in my day job.
Oh really?
Yeah.
And what do you do for them?
I just do their, computer low level computer programmer.
Okay. All right. And they do a lot of stuff. I mean, they do everything, and they don't do AI that you know of, right? There's no public AI projects. People skirt around the whole AI thing, so there's a lot of almost smart stuff, but nothing autonomous, nothing autonomous and sentient. So
Fen,
that you
do
know
you
of.
have any contacts as well?
Do I have contacts? Good question.
But you've got hacking and access. You do have contacts.
True. Oh yeah, I do have contacts.
I mean, you can right now, at some risk of detection, get on your company VPN and look for information.
Yeah, as long as these guys, I'll be like, hey, look, put myself out there. Like, this is my day job. This is how I afford my cars and drinks and all that. But this is something. Do you guys have any other ideas before I do this? Because it might want to be like a last step for me.
Well, why don't you go in?
Is there a high chance of him getting caught though doing this?
It depends. This will probably be an opposed check of system ICE, basically. I mean, all systems have countermeasures for hacking, and some of them have ICE. Some of them have what's called black ICE, which is it might actually hurt you as a hacker, can actually mess you up. So, but you're good at it. And you know for a fact, because you've done plenty of browsing of the company databases, they're not that great at it.
All right.
Would you rather initiate a take your buddies to work day? And,
I think when you put it like that, I think I will.
I will make the hacking roll, right?
Yeah.
Get us in on the devil though.
Yeah. All right. So I'll just give it the roll, and I have plans if that doesn't go right.
You go ahead and make the roll, and then I'll make a roll as well.
All right.
Then we'll see how it's going. They have a 2, is what they're working with, and we're gonna do a roll here.
Fen's got 4.
I got 4.
Let's see. Am I gonna do this right? Hey, I did. I got a 3, so you beat it.
Can I spend a fate point? Bump that up.
You can.
Would that be a successful style?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
that would be
what
a
I would like to
successful
do.
style. And
Do you really need to though? You've already won that role.
It's basically a critical success if I go by
so
3
he
or more
gets
shifts.
more information than necessary.
Okay.
yeah, and so basically you're creating an aspect on the situation that is something along the lines of I know the deal, and we're not. I don't know that we'll actually leave that on the table. And in fact, I'm gonna put it in here. I wish these sheets had a minimize button. They don't.
If you double click on the top, it'll minimize.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So
Turn that up by accident.
Okay. So let me have not 200 sized font, and I'm gonna put here. This is an aspect that applies to this situation of dealing with this particular problem, finding Eileen and knowing where she is and everything. But the answer to this, you'll be able to invoke this. You get a free invoke on this, Finn, or you can give it to somebody else, right? For something about this situation. And the answer is yeah. Scope has her. They hired Lone Star about 3 weeks ago to locate. They did their own locating, like the hacking tracing. But they hired Lone Star to come out here and deal with the situation. They didn't know what they were dealing with. They knew they were dealing with an AI, but they didn't know, was there a squad of goons from some Zaibatsu, doing this experiment in a basement or what, right? So the action report on this thing, you actually did well enough, I think, that you even can see some of the materials. And the report from Lone Star is basically that, we came out here, we were ready for a firefight. There wasn't one. We knocked on the door. Clearly, nobody's been here for a while. This computer was running in the basement. Everything was attached to an RTG, powering the whole deal. We brought the RTG. We pulled the main processor core out of the machine and left the rest.
Okay. Is it?
And sorry, an RTG is a nuclear power source, low power, hundreds of years kind of thing.
Is there any continuing work with Lone Star on record or no?
No. So the processing unit and RTG were dropped off at Scope corporate headquarters, and they were sent by courier to a research park on the east side of Seattle, not attached to the Scope corporate archaeology, which is on the shore in Seattle.
Okay.
Can I confirm that? Since I used to work there.
With Lone Star?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lone Star just dropped it off, right? They wouldn't know anything.
Yeah, you know about Loans. You know that Lone Star dropped it off with those guys, and that's all you really know. You've maybe gotten access to the. What did you roll? You roll a 4. Yeah, I think you got access. I mean, he told you. Your friend told you. He didn't share with you any secret documents or anything, but he just told you what had happened about the truck roll, who hired it, all of that.
All right.
So you know where they are. It's a corporate facility. It is heavy security.
Yeah.
Internal corporate security secured tech research complex. It's kind of, like if you're in Silicon Valley looking at one of these fancy little places. It's got ponds and trees and stuff.
Well, I mean, personally, if I'm gonna have this conversation with you guys, there's other stuff in this facility, not just this. So if the 15 grand isn't convincing you, I mean, I got big pockets.
Good point.
Maybe see what else is there for the taking.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's all sorts of stuff that maybe wouldn't go in pockets either. A lot of neat programs that haven't hit the market yet.
We got a silver pod.
Yeah.
How are we? This place is like you said, there's a lot of stuff there. There's going to be some security. How are we getting in?
We got
there's going to be security.
Yeah, we got that extra money from Omen to start us up, so we can get guns.
Plus, I used to work.
I don't really gun.
You
Or,
guys
well,
don't have
equipment rather than guns.
I'm gonna hold it like I have a pistol. Like I'm gonna hold it up. Like I'm gonna wave it around in a way that you probably should not wave a gun around. Like this. I got this. That's about it.
I used to work there, so I know the layout.
No, you used to work at Lone Star, not not the
This
facility.
would be.
Yeah, this is Scope, and there actually aren't any Lone Star people on the facility. It's all Scope internal security.
Well, Fen made it through his hacking and not even noticed, right? So is it possible that Fen could infiltrate?
Get a floor plan or something.
Yeah, get
Yeah,
a
you
floor
don't.
plan?
Well, what I was going to say is if you want to go ahead and spin this, we know the deal aspect, Finn, you can know information about the security arrangements and the floor plan down to the likely location of it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, so there are 2 guards on staff at all times. It's a small facility. It's not very big at all. So it's surrounded by a fence. Motion detectors. The fence is electrified. There are cameras. You're probably not getting over the fence without getting noticed. There are 2 guards at a gatehouse, and there are 4 drones that are flying the place at all times, basically. They have cameras, they have motion sensors, they have infrared, ultraviolet, full spectrum visual analysis. So, yeah, it's pretty tight security.
And we know roughly where it's at. Where Eileen's at.
Yeah, well, she's probably in the Advanced Technology Research Lab.
Okay.
That would be your guess.
Well, as far
There's pretty much one place.
As far as a plan goes, Fen, I'm sure these places got key cards and stuff, and Fen has access, or Dustin has access to these areas, right? Or is this like top?
I could break into it probably.
Yeah, you
up his
don't.
Security level already.
Your card that you used to get into the office at work wouldn't work here, and even if it did, there would be a record of you having come here, which would be bad.
Okay.
Yes.
So you would need to do some work to generate some fake physical presence stuff. First of all, getting by the gate guys might be okay. I mean, you might be able to fake up that. Getting by the gate guards might be okay. Getting into a secured room, though, generally requires a retina scan or a fingerprint scan, but of authorized personnel only. So, like, say if you knocked out a guard, right? You're not going to just take his unconscious ass and put his eye up to the retina scanner, right? It's not going to work, right? Because those guys don't have access to this advanced research lab. You would probably need scientists to get you in there.
Can Dustin hack it?
Maybe he'll too, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
He'd probably
But we could. Is there any way I could know, like, personnel of the place, like, know where a scientist is, so we could try and
You
influence
have
scientists?
you have a list of 2 names of people that work in the advanced research lab that came with your aspect there.
Yeah, I say Squid over here puts the screws in one or both of them. Tries to get them to work with us. Yeah, exactly. Take her key card, take their lab coat. We can break through anything that doesn't get us through.
Take a finger and an eyeball.
If needed, you know.
Okay. Now these guys are well-paid corporate research dudes, so they live actually in the corporate arcology, which is in town. So you're gonna have to find a way to get hold of them to corner one of them and talk to them. Now they might go out. Yeah, but they don't just live there. Like everything they need is there except work, right? So they head over to work. Yeah, they live in the arcology. Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I say we stake out the work, wait for them. We've got the file on them. I know what they look like. We can wait until we see them.
Hang out, watch them.
Yeah, when they leave at night or whatever, we follow them back, wait for our chance, jump them.
Get in, get out.
Yeah. Get them either to help us or to give us the we need.
Okay. How are we going to do that? I'll assume that you guys can do the research on finding out who these guys are, what they drive, what their license plate things are like, things like that.
I can handle that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-detective.
And then just basically once we know that, we sit in our perfectly ordinary pod and wait to see him. Stakeout. Bring stakeout food. Well, no, because we can't just jump him right in front of the building.
Yeah, and in fact, this whole area, I mean, it's not like there's this isn't Redmond, right?
You know, we
This
gotta
is
like stop short in front of them, make them hit us, be like, oh, you know, here, let me get you, and then just like chloroform or something, you know, stealthy.
Yeah, they don't drive together or anything. They drive their own vehicles over.
We only need one. That's fine.
And fortunately, you have a new car to hang out in because this is a nice area, right? And so you would attract attention if you were sitting around a junker or just hanging against a building or something. But you could probably get away with sitting in your car for a little while.
Do they take public transport?
No, they drive. They both have cars.
All right. So now we play the waiting game. Anybody want a pizza?
Could go for a beer.
Oh, there's no beer on a stakeout. Pizza, donuts, chips, coffee is a good one.
Oh,
Those are all things that are really nice. I think I'll pass. I'll have this plain bagel I brought with me.
All right.
So does anybody have notice?
I think I do.
You have it at 1. I see. Okay.
Danny could take it at 2 if he wanted. So good, Squid.
Probably not a bad skill to have.
Yeah, I'll pop it up just in case.
take notice.
Yeah. So why don't we have everybody make notice rolls here? This is the evening of, that day or whatever.
Okay.
Very convenient that my light bulb breaks, as you said.
2.
Oh, is that what happened? Your room went dark?
Yeah.
And Danny, if you want to make that roll. 4.
Oh,
There you go.
we got a 4 there, yeah. Well, he's been watching the car for a little while, but you guys noticed the scientist car driving along. It's probably an auto drive thing. He looks like he's looking at some papers.
Sweet.
So the car's just puttering along the street there.
Is leaving or coming in?
It's leaving, yeah. Yeah, this is the evening. It's dark.
All right, and
think
I know
our
where he lives,
silver
right? So like,
pod could take a hit.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Just give it a couple streets and then just like whip out in front of him and stop before the auto sensors can kick in. Maybe do like a little sideways
Okay.
action.
All right. Yeah, go ahead. We don't just so that we know that you don't absolutely blow it. Just make a roll. Just a regular roll for a drive roll. Basically, you don't have the skill, but
All right.
that's okay. Good enough. Yeah. I was looking for not negative. Yeah, you pull it off. You swerve in front of the guy. Slow down. The car. I mean, these are smart cars, right? It actually doesn't hit you. It just stops. But you knew that. But you, future you, knew this because that's how cars are. They don't hit things.
I think I could still be
So-
pissed though, because he got really close. Like I have a kid in the back.
It was a good try. It was a good try, but it didn't manage. It didn't actually hit you. So it is stopped though, and it can't go anywhere. So the scientist is like he's sitting in his car and he's kind of looking around, trying to gauge the situation. How are you guys dressed? How do you guys dress?
I'm in my. Go ahead.
I'm in a big trench coat with like a what's the word? Fedora.
Fedora. Okay, so you are a
Classic.
full-on future detective here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What about you, Finn?
Just wearing like I just got out of work and just like tore the tie off. Got like a dress shirt and like some slacks or whatever.
Okay. And happy? How do you dress?
Full gray, only gray, sweatsuit.
Sweatsuit.
God, you're a Russian mobster, but without the vodka.
Yep.
Are there stripes on the side? Like
Oh no, it's very
not,
plain. Very.
It's not a tracksuit.
No.
It's just okay. I got you. All right. Yeah. Cool. So he's sitting in the car. He's got his papers in front of him. He's got like a cup of coffee in the cup holder, and he's just sort of looked up, like, "What the hell happened?" He's looking at you guys. Are you getting out of the car, or?
I think I'll get out. Yeah.
I'm waiting, just ready to speed off.
I'm kind of mad. Because like you need to pay attention.
Okay.
I'm yelling, dude. What the hell? Are you serious? This is ridiculous.
The window comes down, and he goes, "Why did you pull in front of me and stop?"
I had the right of way. You need to get your car serviced because obviously it doesn't know what the hell it's doing.
Well, it did. It avoided hitting you.
Look how close it got.
Yeah, I see a scratch. Look at this scratch, and I'm kind of like waving him on to see if he can get out of his car. He does. He gets out of the car, and he's like walks around and looking. It didn't touch. And before like he gets really close and can tell, like I have a staring contest with him.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm just gonna stare him down.
What are you gonna try? Are you gonna try to intimidate him, or what? What is the action here? What's the intent?
I think I'm just gonna distract him while Dustin or Kardec come and
while Squid's scaring him, I jump out and shove in the boot.
Oh, you jump into his trunk.
Oh, you jump into his trunk?
No,
No, he shoves.
You shove him. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, I thought you were Britishing me on the trunk thing. You shove him.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he shoves him into our trunk.
Yeah.
Our boot.
So yeah, I'll distract
him into the trunk. I got it. Okay, that's fine. We don't need to make any rolls for that. You guys are tough guys. He's not.
Yeah.
Are you going to? What are you going to do about his car? His disappearance would probably not be.
I take it with us.
You're gonna so you're gonna get his car.
I don't want you
not like all the way with us.
Yeah, I want you to ditch it somewhere.
Ditch it somewhere else. It's inconspicuous.
Somewhere on his route home.
Mm-hmm.
All right, easy enough. There is a briefcase and a bunch of papers in there. Do you want to take them?
Take everything.
Yeah.
Okay. So you got his briefcase, papers, his employee badge, all of that kind of information, all of that stuff. You got all that, and there you go.
Okay. And so we'll take him back to our place, I guess, or a place that we have that we
have a safe
know
house.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, you guys have a place, maybe in Redmond. No, I'm kidding.
Warehouse sort of thing.
Excuse me. All right.
So
he's not. Did you shove him in the trunk, or have you gagged him or anything?
Danny,
or do you take the time to do that?
What did you do, Danny?
Knock him out. Give him an injection.
Fen mentioned chloroform.
Drugged him. Just.
Yeah. Do you have any chloroform?
I have my my downers. I think we.
That's true. He's got such resistance.
Yeah.
Okay, if you jab him with an extra strong dose of downers, I think you got it. Okay. I think on chloroform we were gonna have to make a roll of some sort.
All right, so yeah,
why you're carrying Special K with you?
You never know.
Happy, give me a downers quick.
Yeah, when you just give him the rapid fire instead of the one. You get and the guy's like, "Hey,
So you owe me a couple thousand caps now.
Caps.
Or we're not playing Fallout. Yeah.
All right. So yeah, once we're back, I'm gonna we're getting ready to next stage, and I'm just like, all right, look. So we got everything we need to actually get in, but if you can get him talking to what's your guy's name? Happy.
Oh, wait.
It's like if you can get him to work with us, this will be so much easier.
Yeah, he's sitting. You've got him sitting in a chair or whatever. He's like in an overstuffed armchair, and he's kind of like.
I think I should interrogate him. Not really interrogate. Oh fuck! Wake up, you bastard!
Well, we don't want to do that because
no.
I have a empathy, right?
Yeah, you do.
I think maybe I can be on his side. So I think I'm gonna tie myself in a chair next to him.
I think rapport would be good for that, though. You know.
Yeah.
Rapport is probably the best skill for that. Let's take a look at the skills.
I do have rapport.
Didn't he?
That's great. Yeah.
Didn't he, if he were the one who jumped out? Why?
Oh
would
yeah, never mind. Let's forget
he
that.
saw you?
Yeah.
The rapport skill is all about making positive connections to people and eliciting positive emotions. It's a skill of being liked and trusted.
So
I would say that is probably the best.
Yeah, I think I'll use that to kind of get on his level and be like, hey, look, you know, man,
So,
we don't want to do this. We hate doing
how
this.
about-
This is stupid.
Yeah, me being happy, be like bad cop, good cop, sort of thing.
Yeah, Kardak could be my backup.
Okay, that works. Kardak, you don't have an intimidate. What is the skill called in Fate? There's an intimidate or something, right?
Provoke. Is that right?
Provoke, yeah. Provoke is like intimidate here. So you don't have provoke,
Do you have
but
rapport?
if you want, sorry,
Does he have rapport?
no.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I could
So what
use
I
my
was gonna
resources.
That would be like giving him money. Do
Okay.
you want to pay him off? But if a good cop, bad cop thing would probably use provoke. But you can use it untrained, or you could choose to fill in one of your empty slots with it.
What about deceive? I don't know.
Deceive is, you'd be tricking him, which is fine too.
Keep him off balance. Give him the woobity wobbity.
I'll use deceive.
Okay, so just make no. We'll just let you add one to
I'll use-
Happy's roll.
So,
So
I'm
Happy,
rolling
make
rapport
make your rapport with a +1.
+1. Boom.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not even gonna roll for him. But that doesn't mean it's mind control, right? What is the story that you tell him, and that's going to influence what we decide. And if you guys want to talk about it first before just saying so, then
Well, if you went with a deceive to give him that bonus, you should be something like, "Look, man, the corpse had to get you. Yeah, you're doing too good a job. You're making people up top look bad. You know, like we're with you here. You know,
Or
we're
where
just
that you already have that that connection with scope, right? So can't you
Yeah.
be like, look, I'm kind of, you know, the uppers, you know, they're talking to me and they're saying I have to find people to do a certain job.
Okay, let me
bear in mind you have information that he doesn't imagine that anybody else has. You know what he's doing. You know what he's working on.
Yeah, we can reference the AI. Like, look, nobody wants this. Nobody wants this is so high up. This is so beyond anything that any of them wanted to get into. They're gonna bury you to make this go away.
We need AI or Eileen to just disappear.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. And then you just be like, we're just on your side, man. Like,
Since
we just want to get rid of this.
Since we're giving help from Danny's deceive, maybe Danny can use the fact that he's a Lone Star guy, or was, and probably still has a badge or something that they can show around. To because again, these AI things, these are dangerous, right? We don't want these things to get out in the real world. So might be saving a world of hurt. You guys could be sanctioned, or you could be undercover, but there might be some legitimate reason this guy would go, oh yeah, you're right, we're gonna get burned for this.
Well, I think it's the obvious reason that AI is just not a thing. Like it's obviously the wrong way to go about things, and that this science or whatever it needs to be taken out before it does any harm.
But I mean, he's getting a 6-figure salary for messing around with this thing, so I mean, you gotta make it convincing for him.
Just show him pictures of the free zone and be like, look, do you want this to be you? This is where we are. This is where they're gonna send you.
I think I could use my rapport to kind of be like, I'm on the same side as you. I make 7 figures, and I'm scared to lose my job, but this needs to be done for the greater good of mankind.
You've already won him. I'm just trying to figure out how helpful he's going to be. Right now, you guys rolled well enough, and I think scared him well enough that he is, Miles Bennett Dyson from T2, right? He's he's like, okay, but what do we do? I mean, how do we even get in? I mean, I can get me in, but I can't get you guys in.
Just open the
Connor,
doors.
Can we replicate his ID?
I mean, like, if you guys are in the car, they're gonna see you. I don't know how
Well,
I would
do you
get
know
you in
the
and out.
guards like personally? Like if
Well,
one
yeah,
of
they'll let
us
me
went
through.
in
They
with
know
you-
my car and me, but if I had anybody else in my car, they're going to see ID.
Yeah.
I mean, who even do you guys work for? Lone Star?
Combination between Low Star and Scope. We got members from each side, kind of coming together to make this. What do you think? What do you think? I believe that we send him in with an EMP.
Do we have
An
that?
Well,
An EMP?
we could find one. Okay, we could get one. Maybe give Omen a call. Be like, look, I know you got resources. We just need this one thing.
I think you know that Omen's not going to be willing to destroy the thing that he's getting paid to bring.
Oh yeah, I didn't think
They'll be like,
EMP
let's just
would
shoot
mess that
Eileen.
up, yeah.
I think
Does he have any other resource that we can use?
I mean, you could like hide in my car or something, I guess.
he's got a pretty spacious truck. That's a nice car.
I meant the EMP to like knock out the doors, knock out the cameras, not necessarily Eileen.
I think we just sneak past the guards, and then once we're in, it's just a matter of he opens the doors, we grab him.
Wait, what's the sort of like how busy is the facility?
Not terribly. Not even during the day. I mean, there are plenty of people working there during the day. You'd probably get noticed, but in the evening, maybe not so
They're
much.
all wearing lab coats.
There are cameras. You know, there are various security features on doors and stuff. So if you went in there and start shooting off doorknobs and stuff, people, you know, a security team would arrive, right? But if you're not making that big a deal, they may not notice. There may or may not be somebody watching the cameras, but
Mr. Dustin.
if you make
can
some
hack into
effort
those
to
cameras,
conceal
though, I
yourself,
think.
you'll probably be okay.
Yeah, we could do that. Sneak in.
Grab his spare lab coats.
Sneak past the
So-
guards.
So what's the plan? Are you going to try to squeeze three of you into the trunk, or are you going to try to fake up a passage for somebody to get in the car? I mean, you could try all these things.
Well, I think
How
I'll stay.
big
I'll
is the
stay on
trunk?
the outside. Yeah.
Really?
It's like say
Yeah.
Squid drives us there with the guy, and me and Fen try and get in with him.
He can't get me in.
Why
You're
not?
down. You're on a downer anyway, so they would know you. I don't know. Is Squid's down sort of symptoms neglective?
Sorry?
Say what?
Is Squid's because he's like a downer or whatever, does that hinder us?
No. I mean, it might hinder him. It could.
Okay.
Yeah, I think. How big is the trunk? Could we all fit in it? We wanted to.
Yeah. What kind of pod is he driving?
I don't really think so. I mean, it's
All right.
just definitely not like a big sedan. It would be hard to fit three of you in there. I would
Put
say
two of
two of
us.
you could get in there, but you would definitely be getting to know each other.
I mean, it's definitely something. Dustin hacks cameras. Happy stays on the side.
Well, I mean, it could be you get me remote access. You guys go in.
Yeah, I was going to say
Then I
Finn
can
could
hack right here.
Finn could shadow you guys and hack cameras and stuff.
Yeah, that could
Okay.
work. That could work.
I don't want Happy freaking out on me.
And I don't freak out.
Are you sure about that?
Do you not freak out?
I,
Do you
I
not
don't.
get?
I don't want
You
to.
don't. You
Spontaneously.
just don't want to get happy,
just-
right?
I mean-
You
I can, but I'm not about it.
So basically, Squid's a baby.
No, I don't care. All right, so yeah, we'll fit in the boot, as Kardak would say, and Fen will shadow. Yeah.
Okay, so where are you setting up, Fan? Are you gonna park at a Starbucks and log in?
He's a
Yeah.
HQ.
Yeah. Find
Okay.
a corner where nobody's gonna be peeking over my shoulder, and just set up my station and get some snacks, grab a coffee.
Pumpkin spice latte.
That would be for you, but yes, sure.
Okay. Well, we need a hacking roll to get in, so why don't we handle that first?
All right. There's my thing.
Lower 3. You will need to do better than that.
So is this place where we're hacking into, is that scope or is it separate?
Let's go.
It's scope. It is scope.
Okay. Then can
And do you have a scope aspect or something?
Yeah, so corporate hacker by day. I mean corporate programmer by day, I guess. I work for Scope, so I'd like to go for that.
Yeah, spend a point and we can and you can add a +2 or you can reroll. +2 will get you there.
Yeah, I'm gonna +2 it.
Can Fan leave like a back door into their system?
Yeah, no. Excuse me. You're in. You're good to go. You'll have to make additional roll.
Like a way to stay in for later.
To leave a permanent back door. You'd have to roll to create an advantage. We'll call it back door. So if you wanted to do that later, like on the way out, maybe just see if you could do it. You could. Our boy here, what's this scientist's name, by the way?
Orlando.
Orlando?
Yeah, I don't think that's his real name. I just don't think we care.
Orlando is. Orlando is nervous as hell.
Great.
I got some downers.
So he's pissing him. Go for it.
I could be like, look, dude, I have the same thing. That's why I have to take these. Lie to him, straight up lie to him. Just be like, I can't handle life. I have to take these downers.
Okay, make a roll to convince him to take the downers, and you can get rid of nervous as hell.
That feels like empathy.
What is empathy? Empathy is reading. Persuade. This would be a persuasion check, I think.
So deceive or
deceive?
Well, is it deceiving though? You're not really deceiving him, right? You're saying, dude, you're nervous. Take this, right?
I guess. So what would that be?
I say it would be. There's no persuasion. So what is it? Is it rapport?
I have rapport. I could kind of get on his playing field. Be like
rapport. Yeah, that sounds like a rapport. Like, hey, I got the same thing. Here you go. Take this. Helps me.
About making positive connections to people. What is the Surely there's a convince that doesn't involve being deceptive.
I got empathy too, but I don't.
Every convincing.
Maybe you're right, Ben. Maybe it is empathy. I thought empathy was about reading people. But
because he's like reading that he's nervous and like this will help you not be nervous.
Yeah, it's an emotional notice skill.
No, mind.
Empathy to read a person's say, get some kind of thing. Yeah, no, not that. Drive, empathy, fight, investigate, lore, notice, physique, provoke, rapport, resources. Just make a rapport roll.
Rapport. Okay.
I can't believe there's not a straight persuasion. I'm a little confused by that. I thought there was.
So I got a 4.
Good enough. He lets you inject him in the neck, and he's like, "Oh man, that's so much better, thanks." And you drive up to the gate. You get in the trunk. Both of you guys are in the trunk, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you drive up to the gate, and you hear muffled.
Yeah. And I'm just looking at Kardec in the eyes, being like, "I hate this.
I'm in the trunk. I'm in the trunk,
hate
mate.
This. So
you look at me in the eyes. I'm in the trunk.
We're both in the trunk.
Oh, right.
We're like spooning.
You guys aren't talking in there, are you?
No.
Okay.
I'm just like.
It's all in the eyes.
All right. He starts driving again. After you were starting to get a little worried because he was talking for a little while.
Is there anything we could see from inside the trunk?
Inside the trunk?
From outside?
No. There's a little glowing green light that is the trunk button in case somebody gets locked in the trunk and needs out. But other than that,
good thing we didn't drop him in that trunk.
Could we make a small like hints of what they were saying or no?
It was pretty mumbly. I guess you can make notice rolls if you want to hear what they were saying.
Yeah, I could roll that. Danny, you got notice too. Yeah.
I've got notice, yeah.
Well, what's your notice?
2.
You guys should both just roll because you're both
Okay. Oh, yeah.
separately able to notice stuff.
Yeah, Squid, what'd you get?
4.
4? You could hear them. They talked for a little longer than normal because the guard was asking Orlando if he had caught the Bucks game, and he said no.
They're still playing.
Bucks. Yeah, the Bucks are a local Seattle team. They're it's not a current sport. It's kind of a Running Man is a thing. Running Man the book, not Running Man the movie, but it is a thing, right? So this is like it's called kill ball, and I mean it's pretty violent sport, really.
God. Sounds like death ball.
Yeah, it's pretty rough sport. But anyway, he was asking had he caught the game because this is the same night, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he had that was the other thing. He was like, I had to drop back by, pick up, I left something here, yada yada yada, right? Because it's been a couple hours, and then the guard was like, oh hey, did you catch the the game while you were out? And so they were talking about that.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they drive in. So
did we catch the game? Did
I don't think you guys had time. I mean, you were doing a lot of scheming and interrogating and convincing.
Gotcha.
So he parks, and you guys get out and go to the door. Now, I'm assuming you're communicating with Dustin and letting him know what the story is.
Yes.
I'm keeping full aware of every exit.
Okay. All right. So, what are you going to do about cameras, Dustin? Are you going to do anything?
Yeah, I'm going to set them on a loop. I'm going to record a bit of it before they got there.
Okay. All right. Give me a roll for that.
Yeah.
Go on, Finn.
Yeah, buddy.
All right. That was a very good
It's like
roll.
a 30-minute loop. We did good there.
Looks real convincing.
Yeah.
It's the same car driving into the gate over and over again.
Now, what are Kardec and Happy wearing? You guys
Lab
dress?
You brought the lab coats, right?
Yeah, we got the lab coats.
So you got
Took
that
his
guy to
clothes.
give you some extra lab coats or something?
Well, they were in his car, just in case.
Yeah,
They spill coffee all the time, so yeah.
Yeah, he does have extras. So, all right, that's cool. Yeah, you guys put on the lab coats. He leads you up to the door. You're at the back of the facility. And there's like a back door back there. There's only a couple cars here. There aren't many people.
Good.
And people here wear badges. They like clip on. Who knows? Maybe somebody will notice. Maybe they won't. Right? But the cameras are handled. So he walks up to the door and the door just opens for him because he's got whatever hoodoo RFID thing embedded in him that the door just opens and you guys go in with him too.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, the advanced research lab's just down the way here. Let's go quickly. And
I think me and Kardec are like, if we see anybody or whatever, we're acting inconspicuous, but we're putting our heads down a little bit.
Okay.
Just like not to get noticed.
Well,
as
I'm
much as
calm
possible.
because I don't know.
Right.
I'm quite calm.
Well, you guys walk down. It's in a bigger part of the building. It's like a sort of this whole place is like a bunch of hexagons connected together by hallways, and so this is a larger hexagon off to the side. And you guys go into it. It kind of has like stairs that go down inside, and it's a pretty big area. There's lots of sort of rooms inside there with glass, like experiments go on behind the door, behind the glass or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, off in a nook on the right is a computer technology setup, lots of wires and whatnots going on, and there is a computer there. And so he's like, "So how do you know about this thing?" Well, I mean, they just dropped it on my desk and said, "Talk to it," and we've got it isolated from the network and everything. But what is this thing? It's crazy. It won't talk to me at all.
I don't think we should talk to him.
You're not going to tell him anything?
Mm-hmm.
Need to know.
The less he knows, the better.
Okay. All right. You guys got to help me cover this. How am I? You're going to take it out of here. What am I going to do? They're going to know I came here.
That's not our problem.
No, don't say that.
That's
You're like,
Just-
don't
He's starting
worry.
I'm
to
gonna
get
come on the
nervous
headset. I'm just gonna come on. Be like, just tell him I'm gonna cover it. Like, I'm gonna put in a requisition, and we'll take care of it.
Yeah.
And I'm 100% not gonna do that.
So we're, I don't think we should use your name, but we should be like, yeah, one of our guys has got it handled. You're not going to need to worry about it. Trust us.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna while they're doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and write up a like a memo and like a requisition form for transport for it in his name to make it seem like he just like took it and tried to like shove it under the table.
Oh man, that's messed up. Okay,
Yeah,
all
that
right.
was really messed up. He didn't even
I mean, the
talk
other
to
thing
us
I was
about
gonna
this.
do, I really thought about just like turning you guys in, but
Oh, man. Just sound the alarm right now, and
No, to self-defense a dickhead.
I thought about it. Like, it's probably a good bounty out for these guys. They're about to steal an AI. Like,
so go ahead and make a roll for that, and really that just determines whether or not the corporation is going to skid him for this.
what should I do?
It'll be a hacking roll, I think.
Okay.
Do you have deceive?
I do have deceive.
Is it a hacking roll or is it a deceive roll?
Maybe hacking with
I'm
the
gonna
modifier.
Yeah. What is your deceive score?
3.
Okay. If I was going to say if it's less than 2, maybe I'll give you a negative, but it's good enough. Just make a hacking roll.
Okay.
2. Yeah. Okay. We'll see. So that's a 3 total.
Are these
Okay.
dumb scientists?
This is going to have no impact on you anyway, and this is going to be gone over by 500 corporate people at some point. They're going to be like, Jesus Christ, what the hell happened? This guy's going to be in a room. They're going to be looking for stuff. They're going to see this. They're like, yeah, but is it fake, or are they going to just seize on it? Who knows?
It's just a red herring anyway. It's
You
not-
guys don't have to care.
It's just like a sticky note.
Well, I'm assuming that no one actually knows, except for the bigwigs, know what is actually in there, right? So.
Right. So you guys, there it is. It's in front of you. The core has been inserted into another box, basically, and it's hooked to building power. There is an RTG in a case sitting next to it. May or may not be needed. And the case that this thing came in is there as well, the original one.
Is this the only thing that's in the room?
No, there's a whole bunch of things in here. This is a pretty big lab.
Think Squid should look around whilst Fen tells me how to step by step deactivate this thing.
Okay. All right, you guys go through that. It's not going to be that hard of a process. So, Happy, what do you got there? You got a notice check? Well, make a notice check.
And
Describe to me how you're checking the place out, how you're casing the joint.
honestly, I'm just looking for anything I can fit in my pockets. Something that looks of big value, like this what is it? RTG you said?
Actually, the RTG is probably worth a buck or two.
Yeah, can I shove that in
it's
my
a self-contained. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if nothing else, you guys could probably power your shed on it.
Yeah. If there's anything I could really put my hands on, I have a small backpack, nothing too fancy. We barely fit into the trunk as is. So, but things I could put on myself.
Yeah. You can get a few things. Yeah.
I'm also looking for any AI related things around this room. Anything that might be correlated to the current project.
for dummies.
Yeah. Any book.
How long do you guys want to spend in here? I guess is the question I would have for you. Because right now, Finn is talking, Dustin is talking Kardec through disconnecting an AI. And you are looking around for stuff. But you don't really know what any of this stuff is necessarily. Finn might know, or
Shiny
Dustin
stuff.
might know.
Uh,
But he's busy.
Do I cut the red wire or the blue wire?
Don't cut any wires. Just unplug them.
There's nothing to unplug.
yeah,
Or should
I
Yeah,
think-
I mean, I'm going to be like, come on, hurry up. Let's go. It doesn't take that long to unplug these wires. Let's put it in the case. Let's, it's just walking through, but like quick, like come on.
Yeah.
Do I have an option to like make a backup that we can use?
No, no.
Just hard
You
no.
would need some hardware. It would need a lot of work. Finn might be able to do it. Dustin might be able to do it.
Am I seeing anything of notice? Like anything like catching my eye?
Yo, there's all kinds of really cool stuff. I mean, there's like a little thing that's got like sparky blue stuff going on it. There's some kind of plasma-y globe. I mean, some of it you suspect might be decorative,
Yeah.
especially the blown up Tyrannosaur. But
I can unblow that and pack it with me, right?
you can make an untrained lore check to see if you see anything really interesting.
Yeah. Let me.
I mean, to go with your notice roll, right? With you had a good notice roll there, right? But you're looking at stuff going, I'm not sure. Is that important?
Okay. So I do have an extra fair. Can I put lore there and roll that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
2.
Okay. I will say that you find some decent quality material, stuff. Nothing like an AI, right? No forbidden technology or super advanced stuff. But you do. I mean, you're shoving USB drives in your pocket and whatever, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
While they're finishing up there and starting to make their way out, I want to kind of go through their system and see if there's any kind of programs that are not widely available that I could just like copy into my own personal files.
So
Okay.
I've got this AI on whatever, like a hard drive or whatever, and I'm taking it out. Does anything happen?
Oh no. Just the base unit shuts down and the screen that was there went blank. And yeah.
Okay. Package secure.
Okay. And it's on backup power. Like this thing has power for, probably a couple weeks on its own. It won't just die instantly.
Okay.
What's our friendly scientist doing?
He's chewing his nails and looking around very nervously. He's like, I don't know how long we should stay here. I don't know. He puts the case back on the front of the computer.
Yeah, I'm just like typing like, yeah, he's not wrong. You guys should like. Meanwhile, like
do we know
C,
Dustin,
Control V.
Yeah. Do we know Dustin's plan with Orlando?
I don't know.
yes.
You haven't told him, yeah.
Can
It
you
was a
be
spark
like?
of genius.
Can you be like, put him to sleep or something like that? I don't know.
Well,
he's
you're gonna need him
have
to get out.
Yeah, he's got to get you out. Don't
Oh, does
forget.
he? Okay. Oh, true.
I think
Okay.
Squid
I mean, you
should
can-
try and reassure him.
You can try busting the gate. He's just got, hey, come on, we got to go. I mean, you're just going to get it and let's go. Let's go.
I think my pockets are full enough. I think we could bounce.
Yeah. You guys picked up some stuff. We'll figure out how to handle that in a later session. But you did manage to grab some things that are probably of some kind of value. And you bundle the guy up and are getting ready to get out. As you come out into the hallway, there's a guy coming out of another door. And he's like, Orlando, hey, how's it going? What are you doing here so late at night? You working on that project? The new project? And he's kind of raising his eyebrows at the guy. He knows he's not supposed to talk about it. But
I think I'm.
I glance. I take a glance at Happy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna step in here before Orlando gets a chance to say anything. Kind of just sidetrack him and be like, "Hey, what's going on? My name's Bill. Just started working. Just started working the other day. Scope.
He looks around you at Orlando and he's like, "These guys don't. Why aren't they wearing their badges? Are these visitors?"
I'll just be
And
like,
Orlando's
yeah, we just
like,
got
"Well,
temporary."
Okay,
passes to
make
come up
your
here and figure out what's going on with Eileen. Say it like a joke and just be like, "Ha ha ha! Joke, joke, joke."
Fenn
Make your-
secretly shitting himself.
Yeah.
make your deceive roll there.
Okay.
Wait, do I have to do that as well?
No. Squid or Happy is the one doing the talking. So,
Oh,
so
no.
what you want to do about that?
I think I should intervene, maybe?
I don't think that would help at this point. I just rolled a 0.
I would. You could have a fate point if you wanted to, and make that even worse with not able to make personal connections as a. I think this guy's just not buying that you work there. You're not getting through to him.
So you either have to take a fate point and just get it even worse, or give him a fate point and also still have it be terrible.
Or we can just
Can't we
kill
just-
him.
Bail, like get the heck out of it.
How old is this guy?
Oh, I don't know. He's probably early 40s.
Boom. Done deal.
We push the scientist into the other scientist, and we like it.
What? Like, this isn't a comedy.
Wait, you're
Scientist
your
sandwich.
guy? Are you gonna push your guy?
No. This is a comedy skit. We push them into each other, they faint, and then we can just run.
So are you just gonna knock the other guy out or something, or?
I think it's time to punch him. Yeah, he doesn't get it. I'm not wasting a fate point.
Okay. That was just a suggestion, by the way. I wasn't compelling.
Yeah. No, I think I wouldn't do it though, because I don't know. I'm not one of those people. I think Kardec would jump to conclusions instead of pushing people into each other. I think he would throw a punch. That's
So
up to
neither
you.
of you guys have the fight skill. Does anybody want to take it, or do you want to roll it untrained?
I do have a shoot skill if we want to just kill him.
Uh,
But
yeah,
that
you do have a
makes
shoot
noise,
skill.
and I'm sure that we're gonna sound some sort of alarm.
Is it silenced?
You know what? I'm gonna do it. Boom. I took
You're
the
gonna
initiative.
shoot?
I shot him right in the head. Boom.
Okay.
I did it. I did it without talking to you guys. I don't care. I want to get out of here at this point.
He's he's dead or gravely injured, and Orlando's like, "What the hell did you do that for? What do you do? You killed him." I mean, there's blood everywhere in here. He's like, "What? Well, I don't understand." I mean, he's definitely freaking out now.
Okay, I think we should like pick up this Orlando and run for it.
Okay.
You just drag him out of the building.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cameras are still on loop, according to Dustin. So you guys should be clear on that front. This was a gunshot, though. Was this a gunshot? What kind of gun? What kind of weapon is this?
Uh-oh. Yeah, we didn't think about silencing our guns or anything before this, did we?
Well, the question is this the weapon that Chaos gave you? Remember, he gave you
Oh,
some
yeah.
pistols.
What if
Is
we
it?
say Yes.
Yes.
It is one of Chaos's guns?
Yeah. Well, I
Okay.
mean, it's from somewhere, but I'm sure it's down that line. Yeah.
Well,
I don't think we
here's the
keep
thing.
track of it. It's like this one is labeled chaos. You know.
Well, no, you know which one it is. Which one he gave you? He gave you guys 3 matching guns. They're all biometrically locked to you guys. So like if somebody else got it, they couldn't shoot you with it. All of that sort of thing. Also, unbeknownst to you, there's a tracer that Chaos knew how to reach, and there's also a thing that there's an IFF. It prevents you from shooting him or his guys, but or each other for that matter. Whoever's got the gun. So, but it is a burner gun. You can, I mean, it's fingerprinted right now. You got fingerprints on it, but you could ditch it. I mean, they won't be able to trace this.
Yeah.
In theory, if Chaos knew what he was talking about.
I think that's what I used, and yeah, I think we just picked up Orlando and bounced.
Got in the car.
Okay,
Told him to
now
drive.
he's quite unhappy, and you do have to drive by a guard. So what's the plan with that? Are you going to try to calm him down?
Floor it.
If you guys just get in the car and drive, bring him with you, get in the car, drive, I will hack the drones and get them to dive bomb the guard station. You guys should be able to get away.
Okay.
Make it so.
Make it so.
All right. And there's actually not a gate. There's not a gate that closes or anything like that. There's just a
Yeah.
guard shack.
You
kinda
just got to distract them so that way they can't actually see you leaving and then tell people about it.
Okay. And the 4 drones are on patrol. They're just sort of merrily, heading around the outskirts there. So you want to make a hacking roll for that?
Yeah, I'll get them to
All right.
dive bomb. And do it. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
We're not having a good escape here.
Can I? All right, let's do this. So the stunts, I would use a fate point to invoke, right?
Yeah, that would give you the +2 for tactical, or no, not tactical awareness. What the heck? I'm not looking at the right
Hack
character.
under pressure. Because they just
Yeah.
shot a dude and now they're on the.
Hacking under pressure, and if you want to, you could. Well, no, I guess you don't really have any aspects that make sense here, do they?
Not really. Yeah, I think I'll just. What's the difference then between just spending a fate point and spending it on a stunt?
Yeah, well, the thing is that you can spend a fate point to activate a stunt. Oh no, I'm sorry. No, you don't have to. You don't have to spend the fate point to use the stunt. My mistake. No, you can just use that. I was thinking about activating an aspect as well.
Okay.
You know, but yeah. So you can get an automatic +2 to your hacking roll, which probably will work.
Let me just go all in on this. I'll chip in a fate point also, bump it up by 4.
Okay. And
So
how
we
do you
got a
want to
6.
explain that with one of your aspects?
Um,
Corporate programmer by day, hacker by night.
yeah, I'm familiar with scope systems, so I'm pretty familiar with how these drones, the basic architecture behind them works. Like I've worked on it a time
Yeah,
or
I'll give you
two
that.
on a specific part of it.
I'll give you that. So that makes you a 6, and
Yes.
that works.
Yeah, so and have them just dive bomb the guard's hutch. Hopefully
Yeah.
destroy the drones and distract the guard while they leave.
And you've got a view of the cameras, in your little rig that you've got set up wherever it is, even if it's virtual. So you're seeing the camera feeds, the real-time camera feeds, and so you're watching, and you see the guard looking up as apparently the drones are converging. They don't do that, and he's looking up, and he actually reaches down and flips the gun thing on his holster because he's suspicious. And then they just drop on him right as the scientist car is coming around the corner. And have you guys had to dose this fellow? What did you do to him to make him cooperate with you?
So one of you is holding him down, the other one's driving.
I'm holding on to him.
Okay. All right. So you're just controlling him then. We're not even gonna try. We're just gonna get away. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just brute force.
So you guys bust the gate and head out, and you're gone. The guard is. You didn't really. What did you tell the drones to do to the guard? To just dive at him and
dive bomb at him,
or
no,
hit him?
Don't pull out. Just hit him.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Then he's probably unconscious. All right, you guys drive off.
At this point, I'm like, woo! Okay, I gotta, 1 second. Stab. Oh. That was horrible. That was horrible.
I'm like, you alright, man? You alright?
Oh. All right, what are we doing with the scientist in his car? You guys stop wherever Dustin is.
Yeah, I hop in and, actually, I think we just leave him where he is and just get out in the pod.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Leave him
So
as a witness. Yeah.
Just go take
leave him in his car.
Yep.
All right.
And we.
He'll tell stories, and we'll just be like, yeah, we're ghosts. What do we have to do with it?
Now,
who are they going to believe, him or?
You do have DNA and fingerprints.
Oh, son of a bitch. Burn
That's
the
a good
car.
point.
Burn the car. Take him. Burn the car. Or leave him. Burn the car.
Shoot him. Make it look like a suicide.
I agree with that.
Leave him in the car. Burn the car.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no bullet. No bullet. Just leave him in the
Now
car.
we do have an issue of just like you. This guy has a cybernetic implant that's probably recording everything that's going on. He may or may not have a feed of you guys.
Yeah, definitely shoot him in the head.
Where's that?
Really
Yeah, where's that stored? In the eye
Well,
or in?
Are you gonna check him out? I mean, you probably already patted him down. Yeah, he
Well,
has
actually,
Destroy the brain.
Yeah, why don't I just hack his brain?
Yeah, well, you don't need to do that actually. You know what? You patted him down when you were at your place, so you know that he's wearable only. He doesn't have anything embedded.
I got an idea too. Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
So you can yank it and destroy it.
Okay.
Yeah, do that.
I was
and
gonna
think
say
we're
either
fine
that or Omen has a dock, right?
Yeah, he does.
then. Concrete shoes.
So you're gonna what? Pull the car into a back parking lot somewhere and just set it on fire?
Boom.
Yep.
All right. That works. And then what are you doing with him?
Well, he's
Just
got no
leaving-
evidence now.
And
So-
I think we should finish him though.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it look weird if somebody did, oh, I just don't have my eye. They
Well,
took
and that's
it.
not his whole eye. It's like a contact
Well,
lens, right?
yeah, you know what I meant though.
Yeah, kill him.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right.
Like, this is high level stuff, all right?
But
Leave no evidence.
but instead of using our gun, Dustin has a gun, I think, right? I'm sure it doesn't have your prints on it. Can't we put his prints on it? Because
Sure.
we can't use ours because they're biometric, right?
Could we set it to his like fingerprint or whatever or DNA after he's dead?
Oh, what? You're trying to make this look like a suicide?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, CSI is too good for that, right? If he didn't pull the trigger, they're gonna know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Then I say
Powder
we just kill
burns,
him.
all
Whatever.
that kind of stuff.
How are they gonna know it's us? Kill him.
All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Hit and run.
Okay. You do.
Blam.
He's
Toss him in the car.
he's a little drugged out from all the you've been giving me shots to calm him down and stuff. But when you pull a gun on him and I'm sorry, man, he's like whoa, what? And then you shoot him.
Yep. Just no words. Just blam. That's it.
All right.
Put it in the car. Light the car.
Drop the stuff off. Call it a day.
So what's the plan? You're gonna just give the stuff to. Are you gonna call and check in with what's his name? Let him know it's done.
I think we just show up. Yeah.
Omen, you're just gonna show up at the.
Maybe we give him a call and be like, hey, I've got the thing that we talked about. Where do you want me to deliver it?
Yeah.
Oh well, you can bring it right here. Guess.
I have it with me right now, right here.
All right, well, then I guess we just show up.
We're going to Groovy.
Groovy, yeah.
Groovy. All right. So yeah, we show up. Talk to his meaty fingered bodyguard to let us in.
It's us again.
Yeah. So what are you guys bringing with you? Are you bringing the AI or?
We have it right
Module or-
here.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
Kardec has it in his hands.
Dude, I'll wait outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You don't
wait
need the
a-
giant. You don't need the giant case. You can just slip it under your jacket or whatever, your trench coat.
Yeah.
So just two of you,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Dustin
just
will be-
Kardec and Hap.
Yep.
Okay. You go in and he's oh hey, I didn't expect you guys tonight. What do you got?
We got it here, boss. We got it.
So you lay it down on the table.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
slide
look at-
across the table.
Wow, look at that. It says, by the way, it says AI lean on the side of it.
Oh, okay.
Huh. That's funny. Well, I don't think Mr. Johnson's gonna be too happy about it, but whatever. He's got his wish. Is she still running in there, huh?
She's still running.
Okay. You didn't talk to it or anything, did you?
No.
That's probably better. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up then, and thank you.
And
And
we're getting our money.
yeah,
Okay.
he goes subject to verification, of course, and slides it across the table to you.
All right.
Alright.
So I guess we'll see you at whenever you get a job for us. Yeah.
I'll give you a call. Why don't you boys take a vacation? Seem like you deserve one, huh? And he reaches under the table and pulls out a full bottle of whiskey and hands it over to you.
Blam.
It's nothing too fancy. It's Jack Daniel's Black Label. He's like,
You're missing out.
here, have some of that.
Nah, I'm not against it. I'll take it.
Go have a little party.
So we walk out to Dustin now,
Sure. yeah,
and we're
that's
like,
what you want to do.
so,
Unless you want to hang out in Groovy and
No, I think we'll go head on out, and I'll go. So Dustin, how are we getting Eileen back?
Oh, God.
I told you we should have been.